Glute activation. It's such a popular topic. Glute activation. Tiger struggled with this for years. I can't get the glutes firing. All of my amateur golfers, all of my golfers over the age of 60 have the same problem. They're not firing the glutes. What does it mean? I know what it means. Okay, how do I get it to actually happen? I'm going to give you one of the easiest things that you can do to get your glutes to fire, specifically your loading leg. So you don't need both glutes to fire to have a good golf swing and increase some distance. You really need the loading leg. So I'm a righty, it's going to be my right glute. Don't really care about the left glute for power, consistency, all those things. So the first thing that we have to do in order to get the glutes to fire, or specifically the right glute, is you got to have your core activated. If you don't have your core activated, it's 10 times harder to get your glute to fire. So the first thing you have to do is think about pulling your belly button in. Pull your belly button in. So we're activated here. I call it the paparazzi pose. So you're walking down the beach, shirt is off. You never know when the paparazzi is going to pop out and get you. Pull that belly button in a little bit harder. Make sure you can keep breathing. Okay, so now I got my belly button pulled in. I'm set up to the ball. Then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start increasing pressure through the inside of my right foot. So inside of my right foot, so not right in the middle of the arch, it's more like right in the big toe mound right here. So right through the inside, it's right there, okay? So not in my toe, not in my arch, just right there. I'm going to start increasing pressure there. So I'm set up, my belly button is in, and I'm starting to increase pressure through the inside of that big toe mound. Keep that belly button in. Got nice soft knees. I got my butt back. Now, as I go into the backswing, it is so crucial that you maintain your core activation. You've got to maintain pulling that belly button in. Because if you lose the belly button, again, it makes it 10 times harder to fire the glutes. All right, so you've got to keep pulling the belly button in because it's going to keep the core activated and it's going to prevent you, or at least make it really hard to go into the reverse C, right? We don't want to go into the reverse C and lose our spine angle at our lumbar spine. So here we go again. Belly button is in. Increasing pressure through the inside of that big foot or right foot. Then I'm going to start going into the backswing, and I'm going to think about increasing more pressure through the inside of this spot. I'm going to think about pushing hard as I go into that backswing. As I keep going into the backswing, I'm pushing harder, belly button in. Now the glute is firing. If you don't feel your glute working right here, you ain't doing it right. Then all you have to do is reverse it. So when I start the downswing, I'm going to push through the inside of this right big toe even harder, thinking about like there's a cigarette underneath my foot right here. I'm going to think about putting that cigarette out, or thinking about corkscrewing my foot through the ground, my forefoot through the ground. I'm going to think about belly button in, and then I'm going to come through. So right at impact, my heel is off the ground. I'm not flat-footed. My heel is off the ground because I want my hips ahead of my head. You don't want to be flat-footed because now your hips and head are right here. All right, you want your head behind the ball, your hips ahead of the ball, and that's how you can make sure that you've got your glutes firing so you can hit down on the ball. Glutes, power. That was a pretty good shot, by the way. That's how you're going to get your glutes firing. Belly button in, increasing pressure through the inside of that big toe. Top of the backswing, belly button in, pulls even harder, and push through even harder through the inside of that foot, and then let the hips go forward by pushing through, putting a cigarette out, corkscrewing your foot into the ground, right? Just like that. Try it out, see if you can feel the glutes firing. Let me know what you think. Like, comment, subscribe to this channel. Keep on keeping on, baby.